Wednesday, December 21st, the winter solstice, shortest day of the year. So the days are going to start getting longer tomorrow, so that's good news. I'm headed out from Thousand Trails, Acton, down towards the old KOA, PCT Trailhead, for a hike up on those ridges, dead ahead. I'm going to target about 4 miles each way, see if that works out. It's 46 degrees, sunny, about 7:30ish, and look forward to another training hike. Well, that's northbound, up that ridge there. And this would be southbound. Trail goes right out of the parking lot up to the right and around this big knob here. All right, starting off. Should be about 7:45, ballpark. Oh, 8 o'clock. Now North Fork Ranger Station is way up in that, toward that ridge, center screen. That's not where I'm going today, but hope to do an overnight up there in the near future. All right, 8:12. Coming up to the junction of this dirt road. This is the southbound side of that knob I was looking at from the parking lot where I started. And this dirt road up here, that could be a shortcut if you wanted it to be. I don't know how much it actually cuts off, but it's a little more direct. So this road continues on down to that parking lot. Trail straight ahead, and there's the trail up above the road. It's going to wander around and then cut back up to the left, and eventually it'll drop down into a little mini canyon, the name of which escapes me, but there's a creek dry down there, and there's my truck center frame in the parking lot. The northbound PCT comes up right there and starts up in the direction of that higher knob center frame. I can actually see the trail as it winds up below it. All right, a little bit of a breeze here and there, otherwise definitely okay. Feeling pretty good today. Alright, so now I'm getting a good view of the PCT crossing right there. Goes up that canyon. I can see the trail leading up there, and then as you get up more toward those bigger rocks, I can see it switch backing up, and then coming up over to the right, way up to the right of the pointy knob up there, and that first big ridge. So yeah. So I've definitely gained some elevation. I'll get up here to the top and do a wardrobe change. It's that time. This fleece is warm. And the trail's going to traverse along that shadowy ridge. Turn the corner. Continue on. This is sort of a recovery area in here. Because overall, from here to North Fork is pretty much up. Alright, this is about 2.3 miles in, southbound anyway. And we're going to go right up there. Trail just meanders up. Nice gentle grade. Alright, I'm going to drop down here just a tiny bit, and then there's the trail going up on that this side of that ridge. And I think after that there's another drop into an area on the other side of that ridge, dead ahead. That should be, let's see, a couple of miles in maybe. I'll have to check far out to see for sure. But there's camping spots there, and sometimes water if it's a wet year. And now I'm going to do the wardrobe change. So walk maybe another half hour or so, and then turn around. Oh, what a day. Wow, it's really nice right here. Very calm. All right, so I'm about 2.6 in from the trailhead, and Maddox Canyon, which you can't see from here, but it's dead ahead over the first knob, 1.4, and North Fork Ranger Station is 5.6 from here up in near that ridge way up there. So, yeah, so probably Maddox Canyon zone, and then that's probably be it for today. Let's go. All right, so I'm making the bend here, hairpin turn here. You can see the trail traversing across, and then center screen, it's coming, traversing slightly downhill toward Maddox Canyon. At that point, I think it meanders in and amongst those ridges, center frame, eventually starting to climb up. I just can't make out the trail. I definitely know it's not showing on camera. So anyway, a little bit of an overview here. For perspective, there's that dirt road that I was talking about earlier that I was looking at the other day from the other side of the Soledad Canyon. All right, this is 2.5 miles in, just a little over an hour, and can't see my starting point, but it's around to the left. Down there you can see the railroad tracks. And way over there is the PCT northbound, headed over toward Vasquez Rocks. Do a little panorama here. Now, this road up in here, I could see from the other side of the valley the other day. I was pretty sure that was not the PCT. And I'm still pretty sure it is not. I think we're going right over this ridge here and then dropping down. It's hard to say exactly where the trail is. I'm not picking it up yet. Maybe I'll see it as I get over toward that knob. Yeah. All right, about 3.5 miles in, and I'm ready to descend down in towards Maddox Canyon. I remember this coming up here. It was a bit hot, and yeah, took a little effort after descending all the way from way up there. The day before was sort of long over from Mill Creek Fire Station, but those were some longish days, so coming in through here, I was feeling a bit tired. All right, well, Maddox Canyon, I don't think I've ever seen water there, but then I haven't been through here every year. Maybe in 17, which was a pretty wet year, there might have been some flow down here. I'll be shocked and amazed if there's anything even damp by the time I get down there, but let's go find out. All right, so Maddox Canyon down here, just out of view, but the trail comes up and zigzags up the side and heads on up one of those little canyons. So I'm going to stop down here and as a turnaround spot, take a break, head back. Well, this is more than likely, when it's has flow, this is the creek. The soil is dampish, sort of. That last storm we had 10 days ago might have pushed a little water through that. Anyway, that's what they're talking about on Far Out when they say it's a seasonal water source. Very seasonal, as in usually not. Okay, well, this is pretty much the bottom. And I think the trail goes, oh, I'm not even sure. I think it goes up here. But anyway, eventually you got to get up on that ridge up there. So this will be turnaround spot for today. Indian Canyon trailhead to Maddox Canyon and back. It's 9:35. Strava track shows 3.96 miles. Probably pretty close to Far Out. I'll figure that out later. But it's a good day out here. Mother Nature is really cooperating. 9:45, heading back from Maddox Canyon. Trail's going to go up this canyon and then trend and transition to the right as it works its way back toward Indian Canyon trailhead. So there'll be a little bit of an up out of this canyon. Other than that, not too much. Pretty much mostly down. All right, here I go. All right, that's where I came from. That was the worst of it. I'm going to say maybe 0.3. I don't know, something like that. And now we're just going to transition and slowly gain up to that far ridge and then start down. All right, so you can see the trail cutting across the hillside there up to the ridge. That's pretty much it for the Maddox Canyon section. Coming up on 10:15, and right over there is what I'm going to call pretty much the end of the uphill out of Maddox Canyon, which is down there, center frame. Ooh, hey there, little guy. You are I don't know if you're you're not a rattler. You're like a gopher snake. Well, first one. Just gonna sit there, huh? Let me take a picture of you. Yeah, being late December, don't expect to see too many reptiles out, although that was a sunny, warm spot. It looked like kind of a juvenile, so maybe it's still learning about the seasons. All right, a little wildlife encounter. Always like those. Alrighty. Well, there's 1,000 Trails way the hell out there somewhere. And I'm headed down over the ridge, center frame there, back to the trailhead. Can I say it's a perfect day for hiking? Because it is. Alright, I've just started down what is pretty much all downhill, not everything, but quite a bit. I think that was the 2.5 mile mark coming inbound. All right, well, there's the notable blue building, which is this side of Soledad Canyon Road. So the KOA would be pretty much right on the other side of that blue building in the road. You can kind of start to see some of the RVs down there, and I can certainly see the trailhead on the other side of the train tracks with the Golden Spike spot. Anyway, I'm headed over here on this traverse. So we're stepping out, finishing this up. Well, reflecting on past years in Arizona, hiking amongst all the rocks. Not to say that they don't have their own beauty, they do. But this is definitely more of the topography landscape that I prefer. And you can get that in Arizona. I mean, when I hiked the Arizona Trail, it did go up over mountains and stuff in the southern part. And of course, as you get up towards the Mogollon Rim and Flagstaff, got all that too. So, but where I usually stay in the winter, around Tucson and Lake Havasu, there really isn't too much. Nothing that looks like this. So anyway, I'm glad to be here. Works out logistically too. So just looking for a window to start getting a few overnights. And this zone here, northbound, southbound, definitely has possibilities. So I'll have to do that. All right, so there's the Blue Warehouse guy and the KOA LA RV Resort on the other side of the road. I'm headed down here. You can see the trail. And where's my pointer? Yeah. And then, I don't know if it shows up on film, but it goes around that knob way over there before it drops down into the parking lot. All right, starting more of the drop into the parking lot here. Probably at least a half a mile to go. All right, there's the truck, still there. Got a little wiggling to do to get there. A few ins and outs. $11:10, rolling into the trailhead. That was a nice walk / hike. Everything worked really well. That's a good section of trail to do southbound from here. Went in 4, back out 4. Approximately. All right. Thanks for coming along. See you next time.